There's a terrific music scene in Glasgow. The pubs are among the finest anywhere. They say Glaswegians have more fun at a funeral than people in Edinburgh have at a wedding. That does invite, from time to time, admittedly, a fair amount of knuckle-headed behaviors. If you're looking for a beer and a beating, Glasgow will happily provide it. The toughness thing is no joke. If you've ever tried to choke a small Glaswegian into unconsciousness, as I have, long story, let me tell you, it's like wrestling with an angry fire plug. It's nearly impossible. Also, it hurts. Access to guns is extremely difficult here. So Scottish hoodlums, unable to dispatch their victims with the kind of speed and efficiency as we enjoy in the good old USA, has had traditionally to resort to the knife to do its maiming and killing, the old country way, one person at a time.
The stabbing might not get more than a few lines down the column in the Glasgow papers. Because in this city of violence, ordinary stabbing is hardly news anymore.
Where knife violence is an affliction, there must be a cure. Meet Mark Davies. He began his career working as a bouncer in some of the East Side's toughest drinking establishments, where he had plenty of opportunities to hone his skills. Now he runs Tactical Edge, teaching close combat and knife defense to UK special operators and security companies. Come at him with a knife, the overwhelming likelihood is that it will soon be hanging out of your ass.
Generally, these courses start, come at me with a knife, and a guy comes at you like it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And pretty much nobody outside of Friday the 13th, in my experience, has ever come at anyone with it like this. If someone does come, they're rushing at you and with multiple, they're like in a manic frenzy of multiple jabbing or slashing movements.
Yes, your attacker has been affected by adrenaline. In such a state, the forebrain has started to shut down. Yeah, so they're no longer really capable of cognitive thought. So you tend to get these repeated lines of attack. You know, if they're going for the stomach, it tends to be a sewing machine kind of action.
Is your first order of business deflecting or getting the damn knife away from them? You were born here.
And your parents are from here?
From here.
He's a fisherman.
How far out do they go out?
About 50 miles. Sometimes.
He goes out 50 miles?
Yes.
In a little
the
canoe?
canoe?
No.
In the canoe, yes.
Oh.
Every day, every day.
Oh, awesome.
This is typical dish. Green leaves, eggplant, some spices, then the zebu meat.
It should be pointed out, we bought a lot of food. This sort of spread is not an everyday meal in these parts.
Oh, there's your veggie platter. Beautiful. There you go, man.
Now we have a piece of a shark. He says that before 2000, more fishes, but since then,
Smaller fish?
smaller fish and the quantity as well, smaller.
There you go, dude. Oh,
That's a papaya salad.
Papaya thing. Yeah.
It's one of those days where the artifice of making television threatens
Come and fix it,
Right,
make it better,
right,
or try to take something.
right.
That's why we become unfriendly. The Molokai people have been protective of what their resources. So we have a lot of our natural resources still intact.
Still.
Yes, but then there's always other people that want to come.
Unsurprisingly, fishing rights is an issue around here. Don't come over here sport fishing the wrong place if you know what's good for you.
So Tony, this is basically where we're going to dive, this area. Nice sandy spot. Okay, ready? Go ahead, let go. Okay, we are here, man. When we get into
6. Apparently, he's in with the Lebanese chapter of the Harley-Davidson Group, or HOG for short.
So when you roll into some religiously conservative village on these monster bikes and leather jackets, what's the reaction?
Two types. Once we were greeted with rice from the balconies, like they thought we were like a wedding or something really nice. And the other extreme was stones, like at the wheels, like just get out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't throw stones at people on Harleys. Oh, look at this.
Let's dig in.
And that'll work.
Yeah, this is a famous neighborhood of the city.
This area, it was central during the Civil War, this place.
The sheer volume of fire that was poured into some of these buildings is absolutely unbelievable.
So much fire and so many battles happened in the same place over
and over again. Clearly.
I notice this every time someone visiting the city, they just point at them.
As 2 million Syrians, all living and somehow getting along, kind of, in a country the size of Connecticut. But along its borders, the country has what you might call serious neighbor issues. ISIS in Syria threatening to expand its so-called caliphate into Lebanon.
ISIS, in many ways, is something we've never really seen before. A really large, well-organized, well-equipped terrorist army.
Lebanon's been absorbing refugees for nearly 2 years now. The country simply can't take any more.
A quarter of Lebanon's population is now Syrian. That is the equivalent of the US taking in 83 million Syrians.
This could be spiraling, and as you said, the real fear is the violence across the border in Syria, the civil war now spilling over into its already fragile neighbor, Lebanon.
Beirut struggles to put a lid on the simmering sectarian tensions.
Aftermath of that bombing in Beirut as well.
We call it batata harra, deep fried potato with red pepper, green chili, coriander, garlic, and lemon juice. And this is kibbi naya, which is raw meat, lamb, fresh mint, spring onion, mix it all together. And this is as a main course. It's called musakka. Minced meat, baked aubergine, green and red pepper, and chickpeas, and tomato paste. Please help yourself.
Thank you. I was in Beirut in 2006. This neighborhood was hit very hard.
Yeah.
Were you here at that time?
Yeah. It was a disaster.
Why this neighborhood?
Because the people in this area, 99% they support Hezbollah.
As Israel buries its dead from a surprise Hezbollah missile strike and the radical Shia group celebrates a victory, the rhetoric on both sides is at a fever pitch right now.
It is the deadliest Hezbollah attack against Israeli forces since the two sides went to war in 2006.
Hezbollah means the party of God. They are a Shia military political organization lavishly supported by Iran. The party is more powerful, more effective.
Good to see you. How you been?
I've been all right. I've been well.
Where better for capitalist imperialist pig dogs like Ramsey and myself to spend a last evening in Beirut than Abu Eli?
It was opened by a guy called Naya. He was an atheist member of the Lebanese Communist Party.
A communist theme bar located in a housing block.
What is this?
Do you know what? I'm not sure. It's been put in front of us.
Well, we should probably drink it.
Yeah,
Figure
let's
out.
do it. Why not?
Vodka.
Vodka.
You know, I actually had somebody who lives here tell me, oh yeah, the place is great. Just don't stay here for longer than a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Oh, yeah, you're trying to kill us, man.
And
who is it, man? He's trying to hurt us.
Cheers.
After more than a few indigenous beverages...
Oh, arak? No, now we're talking. Cheers.
Cheers.
Enter Ernesto.
That's good. Hey. Yeah, I got something for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Cuban cigar.
Exchanges of gunfire between Sunni and Shia. Two Palestinian brothers were shot.
Here, block by block, you see the scars from the 15-year civil war that only ended in the 90s. But also nightclubs, discos, beaches, bikinis, where much of the Arab world comes to let their hair down. It is an incongruous mix.
All of this is just playing into people's fears. The violence is just beginning.
The Burj Al Barajneh neighborhood has long been the home to principally Palestinian refugees. But more recently, it's become a refuge for Syrians fleeing the barrel bombs of President Assad on one hand and the predations of ISIS on the other. The camp saw heavy fighting, shelling, and outright massacres during the religious conflict known as the Lebanese Civil War. Everywhere you see posters representing a full menu of political factions and affiliations, from Assad loyalists to the PLO to every flavor of extremist.
It's either a jihad of victory or martyrism.
Do you know of any other place in the region where all of these groups are coexisting within a confined space?
It is stunning to be walking down the street with high-heeled short skirts and vast amounts of red wine flowing, and then drive straight into an extraordinarily conservative, predominantly Shia district, the Hezbollah district, which is effectively run by what the US calls a terrorist organization. It is kind of mind-blowing.
I am not a geopolitical expert. And as much time as I've spent in this part of the world, I've spent nowhere near the amount of time this guy has. Nick Payton-Walsh, CNN senior international correspondent.
Most of the groups here are now more terrified of those sort of crazy Islamist radicals across the border in Syria than they ever have been of each other.
What would you call this neighborhood? What is it?
I mean, it's now one of the kind of very mixed refugee areas that Beirut has.
Close to 2 million people from Syria alone.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot to be absorbed by a tiny little nation of, what, 4.5 million?
It's just loads of people, far too many people with nowhere to go. You see it in how the cell phones don't sometimes work the way they should, how people have to ship water into their own homes. That's part of bad infrastructure, but it's also just the sheer demand on resources.
We'll follow you.
Okay. It was the first time in the history. A Palestinian leads American. That's nice.
Don't let the neighbors know about that.
Yes.
In Syria, Mr. Najam was an English teacher. Needless to say, he had at one time a better life back there.
I came from Syria after the civil war started there.
Yeah.
Oh, poor little Red Riding Hood. She's not good.
어딨어? 암살해줄게.
And if I'm shooting something, it's E. Oh, no, not Little Red Riding Hood. You're bleeding out again. Oops, didn't make it. I don't see any bad guys. Are these friends? Oops.
Back in the old days, before time itself, spending 17 hours a day at places like this was frowned upon by family. Now, gaming has become a respected and often lucrative profession in Korea. Simon has pretty much retired from gaming per se. Instead, he makes a living advising rising stars in the industry.
You do this for a living?
Yeah.
How many hours a day?
For the professional gamers, they spend all day playing this game. They wake up, they play a game, practice, have lunch, practice again, and then have dinner, and go to sleep.
Today, the game is one of those multiplayer kill fests where mighty avatars boast a wide range of powerful abilities, raining death on each other from remote consoles across the globe, or just over there.
There we go. It's all about love.
Really cute. Little girl.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Do I have to choose another avatar, maybe? Something more killy? I don't know if I'm going to strike fear into my enemies.
Oh yeah, it's very powerful, yeah.
Powerful in a sort of small, girly way.
It's a very amazing where, get shocked. I mean, little girl comes around like having a big fireball on your head.
Right. Okay, well, I'll try to keep up with you for a few minutes.
So basically, press W for forward, and then press right and left click together. And then the right key on our mouse.
Okay, forward is W.
Uh-huh.
And
these are the skills, E, shift, and left together.
Left, shift.
And then left, together. Oh yeah. And then space.
You took during the revolution. You're not in those pictures, but do you see yourself? I mean, do you remember what it felt like?
I remember that I was actually fed to death, shooting actually those Russian tanks, going through there. That guy shoot me. I felt that I had to photograph it. Tanks were going from one side to the other side of the Danube, and
there were tanks coming across this?
Well, yes, actually, it was a pretty cold day too.
Yeah.
Not this cold, but it was raining. It was bad weather, so it was very much, in sync with what was happening in Budapest.
After the war, a Cold War. Hungary now found itself firmly in the grip of the Soviet Union. Germans had been replaced by Russian commissars and their obedient Hungarian functionaries. Young Vilmos Zsigmond was now at film school in Budapest, learning his craft, along with his new best friend, who'd also go on to become a legendary cinematographer, László Kovács. Then, in 1956, something amazing happened.
Hated emblems of red tyranny went down as Hungarian patriots for 10 glorious days sent Russian armored might reeling in a struggle which pitted raw courage and rifles against tanks.
A few blocks away, where the statue of Stalin used to be, and on the first night, actually, when the revolution started, the people wanted to take the statue down. It took about a couple of hours, actually, to cut Mr. Stalin's legs off. They actually dragged him around the city, the next day. People and took pieces home as a souvenir.
To date, this was something that had never been done. The Hungarians took to the streets. A revolution.
Group of people that don't curse and eat amazing food, and we like to drink and have fun.
Oh, stop sucking up. So, to the Han.
We need to make a serious dent in this.
Dongjin.
Can't say that. We're unique and we're amazing.
That describes me. I'm not drinking this.
No, you don't have to drink it.
My relentlessly cheerful friend and colleague, Nari. She loves Korea and all things Korean and wants nothing more than to make everybody love it as much as she does. That's why she brought me here, to the Garak Fish Market, where you find the kind of casual joints I love. I will have, let me see, perhaps the fish.
I want some panchan, I want some spicy stuff. Well, I'll start off by drinking some soju, I think. Yes. Look, I'm getting this weird sense of deja vu. Haven't we been at a fish market in Seoul at some point in some previous life?
The past, the present, the future. In Korea, they all bleed together. If you're there for the whole ride, one explains the other. Drop in the middle, it makes no sense at all. Korean culture, as far as I can tell, is defined by the drive to succeed. A churning engine fueled by decades of Han. A remarkable ability and remarkable willingness to anticipate the future. It reaches back across time, binding millennials and generations long since past. Last time I was here, I was working for some other network, the Bacon Channel or the Competitive Eating Channel. What was that old show called? It was so long ago. Back then, I was dragged around in Nari Kai's tiny but powerful wake, as I recall. That was nearly a decade ago. Things have changed since then. I've changed. I'm guessing Nari's changed. And Korea has certainly changed.